Okay, another busy day at the factory. Every time I come here, this place is full of people. There's always a line. They got one cashier, but there's always a line. There's always a lot of people there. G'day, g'day. So, I got here about 45 minutes ago. And so far I have an espresso, a white citrus, and a Moscow. Which is very good. And, I'm sitting here. There's a girl sitting next to me, young girl, and very cute. And I was like, "Are you Thai?" "No, I'm not." "She's from Taiwan." So I sat and chatted with her for a while, and she had the Moscow, and I didn't have a Moscow, and I thought, damn, that's what I wanted to get the last time I was here, and I didn't get it. I'm gonna have to go and get it, so that's why I have a Moscow now. And actually, it is very good. It's a little bit sweet. I don't even know what it is. I think it's milk and coffee and whatever. I don't know. I should find out. But anyway, I've got that. I've got an espresso, which is quite good. And not to make a big deal about it, but I have my rankings for my coffee shops. So far I have 75 coffee shops, and the factory is tied for number 16. So it's near the top, it's in the top 20, and they're good, but the food is good. They have a fair number of choices to eat. Fair, it's not like they have a huge number of things to eat. And while their service is pretty good, they do have this kind of, we're very busy and, just let us do our thing, leave us alone kind of an attitude, which I won't lie, it does kind of put me off a little bit. It's like, and then it's like, I want an espresso. Oh, would you like this kind, this kind, this kind, this kind, or this kind? It's like, I just want an espresso. I don't need to choose between 5 or 6 types of espresso. So that's the negative. But that's kind of, that's small compared to the positives here. Anyway, so today I'm just going to sit here and have some coffee for a little bit, and then we're going to go for a little bit of a walk in Ratchatawi, which is the area that we're in, right off of Payatai. I take the City Link train, which is the airport link. I take that I get the yellow line, then I go to Huamak, then from Huamak I take the City Link, and it comes right here to Payatai. But you can take the Sky Train to Payatai also, just that it's easier for me to take the City Link. So that's what we're gonna do, but I suspect I'll take the BTS home, BTS, MRT, and then back to the yellow line. And I got a lot of things to do in the next couple of days, but anyway, I was gonna go somewhere else again today, and the place is a bit far away, which is why I'm not going there. I just didn't feel like going there. It's far. It's past the Chao Phraya. It's on the other side of the Chao Phraya. I mean, it's in about 10-15 minutes inside the Chao Phraya. That's the Come Escape Cafe. Then I was thinking about the Nai Lert Heritage Home, but it's hot, and I'd rather go on a cool day, to be honest. That's why we're here. Why not? I think you guys like this place. There's a lot of people here, a lot of foreigners here. Japanese, Chinese, Taiwanese, Thai, Vietnamese. There's all kinds of people here. So, and it's a pretty good place. So, Why not? Also, we're going to go over something that I forgot about. It's about a week ago now. And I've got two different polls with the cities with the lowest cost of living for expats. One of them is according to Greenback. It's called Greenback. And the other is the Index Property Gardens. Never heard of it, but I've got the list of the lowest cost of living for these places, for these 10 places. There's 10 on one list, 10 on another list. One is of the countries and one is of the cities. And also, where is it here? Oh, just, to start out with a little good news, an airplane pilot left his cockpit to help deliver a baby during a flight to Thailand. There was a baby born in the air. Imagine that. The pilot had been flying for 18 years, never delivered a baby, and so now he's a father of one, but he delivered this baby. He left the cockpit after the cabin crew told him that a woman was in labor in the airport bathroom. What does it say? In the airplane bathroom. So he left the cockpit and he delivered the baby while they were thousands of feet up in the air, and paramedics were waiting when they landed in Bangkok. They were flying from Taipei to Bangkok. And I guess everything turned out all right. That's that shaking machine. I don't know what the hell it does. I'm trying to figure out what they make with it. He will be able to tell everyone for the rest of his life that he was born in the air. I feel so proud I could help to bring him into the world. So the Thai pilot is very happy. Everybody's happy. It's one of these feel-good stories, and that's the end of it. Don't you all feel good? White citrus. Pretty good. Anyway, I'm anxious to know what is going on with all of you. Adding cream and vanilla sugar to a shot of espresso and then frothing on the whole thing makes a Moscow. Okay. Is that what it is? I did sense the cream, but let me see if I can taste the vanilla. They need to give me some water. I can get it myself. Maybe just a touch of it. They don't have a lot of it. I gotta get some water. Spilling it all over. All right, let me give you a look at this place here. This is the wide angle. And then there's people behind me. What do you think your monthly coffee shop expense is? Not knocking it, it's a good thing. Oh, I don't know. Let me see here. I mean, I buy coffee at home. Actually, I got to give a big shout out to Mr. Cyrus, who I met yesterday, and he happened to give me some Kona Gold coffee. It was pretty good. I had some this morning, early in the morning, and it was pretty good. So thank you, and a big shout out to Cyrus, who is a 2-year expat here in Bangkok. So there you go. I don't know, how much do I spend? I don't buy a coffee every day. I would say probably 4 days a week, and I spend, $100, so that's 400. And then maybe some days, like today, I spent like 500 baht. Good morning, Andy. Today I've spent, let's see, 350 and 150, yeah, 500 baht just on the coffee. The coffee, yeah, everything, I spent 500 baht on it. So let's say if it's 400 plus another 300 every week, 700 a week, probably about 20, between 2,500 and 3,000 baht a month. So, you know, I mean, it's, I wish I didn't spend that much, but you know, nowadays it's like you want something, you want a coffee, you're gonna spend. I mean, if I wanted, I could go sit at Cafe Amazon's, pay 40 baht, pay 40 baht for an espresso, but it tastes like shit. You know, I mean, it doesn't taste all that good. I mean, you know, I'm not getting good quality coffee, and you know, I mean, I don't have that many vices. You know, I like a good steak, and I like coffee. Other than that, I don't have any vices. I don't really drink much. You know, sometimes I drink some wine, maybe a beer or a shot of tequila once in a great while. I don't smoke weed. I don't do anything else. So really, you know, I just look at it like it's okay. And then most of the time I'm streaming when I go have coffee, you know. So it all balances out. It's fine with me. It's just a spending, you know, it's an expense. So, you know, 10,000 a month on coffee and transport is my guess. 10,000. Let me think here. Let's say if it's 3,000. You know, I go places anyway. My transportation costs are only about 3,000 baht a month. Really pretty low. I don't usually take a taxi anymore. Maybe I take a taxi once or twice a week, and then I take the Sky Train, I take the subway, and you know, I mean, what I do is, I get, yeah, well, I mean, they do that here too, but I don't like that because it's too sweet. I don't want all that sugar, and I'm getting some today, and I really didn't want it. I got to go back to just drinking espresso, honestly. I don't feel good when I'm having some of this sugar. It doesn't make me feel very good. You know, I just don't feel as good as I'm just having an espresso or a cappuccino or something with no sugar. But I would say every month I put on my line account, usually I put on 1,000 baht. My water is about 150 baht. My phone bill is about 500 baht. And the SkyTrain's about 350. So that's 350. Then the subway is probably another 100, 150, so let's say 500. And the CityLink maybe is 100, so 600 a month, plus, you know, the taxi, Songtao, motorcycle. So yeah, I'd say about 3,000 a month on transportation. So 3,000 for transportation, 3,000 for coffee, 6,000 a month, and that includes going pretty much everywhere. You know, if I go somewhere out of the city, I don't consider that transportation cost, because I was going to go somewhere. Well, I've been thinking about going somewhere for the last 2 weeks from the time this guy told me about the place. It's called what is it? Wat Bang Lung? Wat Bang Moon or something? I forget what it is. It's a temple that's inside of a tree, and I've been wanting to go there, but it's about 2.5 hours away. So I need to figure out how to go there by the van, take a van to go there, or a bus. It can't cost more than about 150 baht each way. And then motorcycle and everything else. So, you know, it might cost me 1,000 baht to go there and to hang out for the day. I don't know, you know. Not a huge expense. The huge expense comes when I go out of the country. This is really pretty good. He's smiling. That's pretty good. So now you guys know. I don't spend that much on transportation. I don't really spend all that much on coffee. I do usually buy maybe 2 packs of coffee a month, which is 500 baht. I'm not buying illy coffee. I'm not buying really expensive coffee, but I'm not buying the cheapest. But, you know, if it's 250 baht for 1 bag, and I use 2 bags a month, 500 baht. So it's a pretty good vice. I mean, you know, it's not all that expensive. It doesn't put me in a poorhouse. It's not like photography, which can really, you know, if I was printing out all my photos, Jesus Christ, it cost me an arm and a leg. I wouldn't recoup it. I couldn't recoup it. Let's try this right here. That's pretty good. I don't think it's as good as the Moscow, but the Moscow's a bit sweet. Anyway, so how much do you spend on transportation in the US or in Australia or wherever? I haven't calculated how much this trip is costing me yet. Well, I know how much it'll cost to go to Greece, because the ticket is about $900 for each of us, for myself and my wife, $900, so $1,800. You figure if the hotel is $75 a night, that's 2,500 baht per night for say 16 days. So what's that? 2,500 times 16 is 2,500? 16, 40,000 baht. 40,000. Then you gotta have money to spend, to go out, run around, to do things, and I'd say another 2,000-3,000 a day. 3,000 for food. 3,000. That's $90 a day. So $90 a day times 15. You're looking at about 2,000, 2,500 just being there. That's not the tickets. And then it costs money to go from Paris to Greece, so that's a couple $100. It costs money to go from Greece to Tirana in Albania. It ain't cheap. Nothing's cheap anymore. Go to 7-Eleven and see what you can get for 5 baht. Accommodation is the killer. Well, I'm sure if you really wanted, you could stay there probably for 30 bucks a night. And that wouldn't hurt that much. But if you really want a nice place, that's a different story. You don't want to stay in a little guest house or whatever. And my wife doesn't like that. She'll do it in a pinch for a day or two, but like if we're staying somewhere for 10 days or 2 weeks, she doesn't want to stay in some little ratty-ass guest house. She wants to stay in a little bit more upscale accommodation. I don't know that I can drink all this coffee. Let me finish the espresso. Maybe some months, let's say 6,000 for coffee and transportation 1 month, but it could be, like Daniel said, could go as high as 10,000, depends on where I'm going, what I'm doing, But I want to go to this place. Hopefully I'll be able to go. I don't know if I can go this week or maybe next week. The Temple in the Tree, it's in Samut Songkhram. And it's about 2.5 hours away from where I am. And I think the only way I can get there is like by taking a Grab. I don't know if a bus will take me right near it. I don't know. I have to really kind of research it a little bit, figure it out. But I'd like to go there. And then there was somewhere else I wanted to go. It's pretty easy to get to. I can't remember where the hell it is. You see, everybody likes this place for Instagram for some reason. You look at all the girls over in the corner. I guess there's one guy there. I don't know if it's a guy or not. They're always doing selfies and, you know, look at me, which Scotty doesn't do. Hotel here is expensive. I'm checking out of this hotel today. Next one's 6 nights, 380 Aussie, which is about 65 Oz. So what is 65 Oz is how much US? What is that? Is that like 45 US? $45 US? Is that what it is? Or maybe it's 85. I'm trying to figure it out. Well, 65 Oz. How much is 1 Oz in Thai baht? How much is a Thai baht for Oz? You know, like 100 Oz is how much Thai baht? $1.54 Oz dollar to the US. Okay, so that's $40. That's not bad. $40 for a hotel? That's not bad at all. That's pretty good. Look at that. I think that's a pretty good price, actually. Now, speaking of price, I want to do this before I leave because I don't want to forget, because I forgot the last time. The last 2 times I forgot about this. The cities with the lowest cost of living for expats according to Greenback. Number 10, Birmingham, UK. Number 9, Barcelona, Spain. Number 8, Lisbon, Portugal. I can't believe Lisbon, Portugal is on the list because it wasn't that cheap when I was there. Number 7, Istanbul, Turkey. Number 6, Glasgow, UK. Don't believe that. Number 5, Bangkok, Thailand. Number 4, Mexico City, Mexico. Number 3, Athens, Greece. Number 2, Denpasar, Indonesia. Number 1, Cape Town, South Africa. I'm sorry, but I don't agree with this list because they have Athens and Mexico City cheaper than Bangkok. Bangkok is barely ahead of Glasgow, and they have Lisbon on the list. And I can tell you that when I was in Lisbon we were in Lisbon for like 5 days one time and 4 days another, something like that. And it was not cheap. It was expensive. It was more expensive than I thought. I thought, oh wow. And you know, some people had told me, you want to get less expensive, you got to go out of the city. Got to get out of Lisbon. So I don't really agree with this list, but you know, these lists are all relative. Okay, so the next one comes from, it's a cost of living index from Property Gardens. And this one, these are the countries, not the cities, but these are the countries. And to be honest, I think this is like I like to say, it's a bunch of hooey. It's ridiculous. Number 10, France. Number 9, USA. Number 7, Cyprus. Number 6, Canada. Number 5, Ireland. Wait a minute here. What is this? 3, 5, 3, 5. Number 10, France. Number 9, US. Number 8, Cyprus. Number 7, Canada. Number 6, Ireland. Number 5, Germany. Number 4, Greece. Number 3, Portugal. Number 2, Italy. And the cheapest country on this list is Spain. Nowhere is there any place in Southeast Asia, Thailand, Manila, nowhere. So, like I said, these lists are a bunch of hooey. Anyway, let's see here. Where's my little list? Today, the dollar, 35.77, which is about as low as I like to see it. I want it to be more towards 36 or above 36. Lots of people coming in now. Lots of young ladies. I don't know how people can come in here because I guess they're not working or something. I don't know what it is. I don't know how people get this time off at, what time is it now? 9:30? Anyway, 35.77 to the Thai baht. I am at the factory, Ratchatawi, off of Payatai BTS, Payatai City Link. That's where I am. As you can see, there's a lot of people here. Too many. They're all starting to come in. And I think, honestly, that this is a big place. This is a place that a lot of foreigners come. You know, like I said, there's Chinese, Taiwanese, Japanese, there's people from all over, Americans, Canadians. I think that's mainly what this is, which is probably why there's a lot of people here. I don't know. But this is a very popular place. And it kind of surprises me. I'm going to reevaluate this place today when I get home. But it's tied for number 16. I thought it would be a little bit higher, but number 16 isn't bad out of 75. I don't know, maybe the people here are just, they're working hard, they're running around trying to serve people. But you know, like, first of all, they got a long line. Look at this. They got a long line over there. They got that one kid working at the register. They got one register. Why do you have 6, 8, 10 people waiting in line to be served? And then you have to wait another 5, 10 minutes, 15 minutes to get your coffee. Why do you do that? Why don't you just have 2 registers? And if you don't need both, then you don't need both. I don't know. I don't get it. I really don't get it. I don't, you know, and it's like, you know, oh, line up here to come into the shop. What do you have to line up outside for? Why? Why do you have to line up? There's not that much of a line. There's between 6 and 10 people in line. And sometimes there's nobody. But why would you have it, even if you have 10 people, why would you have them lining up outside? It's kind of, I don't want to, you know, really speak all that bad about it, because maybe there's some reasons that I'm not thinking of it, but it kind of reminds me of a little bit of a pretentious type place. Any good cafes around the Newts? You mean Newts? I don't know. I have to look, man. I mean, I know there's some around Soy 71. There's a lot of them. There's Pretty. There's Single Lane. But those are a little bit away from Newt, but not that far. But I know Soy 71 pretty well, and that's pretty close to Newt. So. Yeah, but the thing is you're not really going to be walking by here, because even if you're on the SkyTrain, see, the thing is there's the street is blocked off. No cars can come down this street. If you're walking, you're coming from the SkyTrain, you're coming from the CityLink, and most people, because of the angle, you can't see the factory. You have to walk over to one of the edges and lean over a little bit, because that's what I did, and I took some photos of this place. You have to lean over and take some photos from an angle. You can't just like stand there from the side and see this place. That's not how it works. I used to live in Newt 56, Succumbit Road. How you doing, Steven? Let me finish with this though before. I said 35.77, which, you know, is about as low as I want to see it get. Hello there, Cyrus. Air quality 68, which Cyrus and I were talking about this yesterday. The one negative about Thailand and Bangkok is the air quality, as I've been complaining about it for the last couple of years. You know, I don't know if you know, I've told my wife several times, hey, we're in an area where the air quality is so bad it can affect your lifespan. And I don't like that. Not many people do. But some people just shrug their shoulders and go, oh, well, I'm not really shrugging my shoulders. I'm like thinking to myself, okay, so where can we go where the air quality is very good? Hopefully there's a beach, there's a breeze, and we can get, you know, a cheap apartment for, say, 10,000 baht, something like that. And we can live next to the beach where the air is clear, and, you know, then once in a while we come back here. That would be cool, you know. I would say, Stephen, it's changed quite a bit. I hate to tell you, but that area, Newt, Soy 71, Tonglor, Ekamai, they've all changed dramatically. They're all, you know, growing and prospering, and you know, like I said, coffee now is. It's 100 baht, baby. You want an espresso, it's going to cost you 100 baht almost everywhere. Every once in a while you find one that's like 50 baht, 60 baht. Sometimes you get lucky and it's 80 or 90 baht and you get a really good cup of coffee, but not very often. I mean, you know, and it drives the value down. You're like, is it, you know, is the coffee that good? And, you know, it's the same thing, you know, like the other day I had that pork belly. For me, it was 60 baht, and it was a good value because they gave me a pretty decent portion. So, you know, I couldn't complain. However, that same meal that they were serving me, say 20 years ago, it was probably 20 baht, 30 baht. So it's doubled in price. So, you know, they can put Bangkok, they can put Thailand or Bangkok on a list of cheap places to live in the world, but you know what? It isn't that cheap. If you want, you can get a cheap place to live. But, you know, you get what you paid for. Really, you get what you paid for. The only reason we got a cheap place is because we got in when we did, which was 10, 11, 12 years ago. And they haven't raised the price up because they know we're not going to pay that. We'll pay it for a couple months and then we'll move because we're not paying more money. And when we do move, hopefully that'll be it. You know, no more moving, no more permanent moves. 7,000 a month. Well, listen, my rent right now is 7,000 a month. The rent that in our last place was 6,000, then they raised it to 7,000. And, you know, then what happened was the hospital bought the land. They paid the woman who we were renting from, and they said, you have 6 months to get out. We didn't pay the lady for 6 months. We didn't pay anybody. We didn't have to because she already got paid. So for 6 months, we stayed there for free. It was pretty good. I can't complain about that. That was a good deal. My wife was like, what happens? They might take us to court. They might. I said, listen, honey, she got her money. She doesn't care. And they're not going to come after us. We're too small, you know. You're not talking about enough money. There goes the train. Anyway, we're going to get out of here in a few minutes. Take a little walk down the street. Lovely Soy Satip Granville Apartments. We had a pool and tennis court, own restaurant, and laundry. Well, you gotta have laundry. There we go. Look at that. Oh, yes. I have one of these that has tequila in it. They didn't give me a spoon here. Maybe I could use this. You know, it's all... Anyway, I only got this left. That's it. No more espresso, no more Moscow. White citrus. Which is pretty good. Pretty good. Dirty. This guy's getting it dirty. I don't know what the girl's getting. It's like a espresso martini or something. These days they probably have an escalator from your front door to the BTS. God, life was so easy back then. I gotta say that the espresso, no, the CityLink, the BTS, and the MRT, they're convenient, but they don't make it to where, like you walk, in most places, you don't walk out of your apartment and boom, there's the station right there and you just walk right onto the platform, you're there. They only do that with shopping malls. And they're getting ready to open up the rest of the mall, the walkway there, but they want to finish the whole thing, I guess, before they let you start walking, along the path, I guess. I don't know. But, yeah, I mean, that's what's good is the motorcycle. But you know what? A lot of times, I mean, I get one of two kinds of motorcycle driver. I get the guy like I had this morning, and he's driving so slow that cars are passing, other motorcycles are passing, and he's like, kind of like, he's an old man, he's like shaking on the motorcycle, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, just get me to where I'm going alive. I don't care how fast we get there. And then you have the other guy who's driving really fast, and you're like, hey, we're not in a hurry. You can take your time, buddy. I'm not in a hurry. If I'm late, I'm late. And so I'm not really hip on the motorcycles that much anymore. And if we were to move, I would say probably if we move, it's going to be somewhere where we can walk. And, somewhere maybe they have a song tower or a little mini bus or something like that. I don't know. We'll see. Who knows? It could be 3 months or it could be, 3 years. I really don't know. We'll find out soon enough. My son is working today, so there's nobody at home. My perspective has changed a lot. This place is packed now. I never know why people like these charcoal croissants. I I went on the one only MRT train here in Kochi yesterday. It was okay, not too crowded. I love the MRT here. I gotta say that. The MRT is the best. It's better than the BTS, better than the city. And the thing with the Ramkhamhaeng MRT is I'm not sure if it's going to be MRT or BTS because it goes underground and above ground. So I'm not sure who's going to run the MRT. Because, you know, it's the SkyTrain. It's owned by the MRT here, but yet you have to use the BTS card. It doesn't make sense to me. So, you know, and for me, I mean, I don't want to say I'm cheap, but I prefer to pay. Oh, here comes another streamer with a gimbal. I don't want to say I'm cheap because really I'm not. I just, you know, look for a value. But I mean, Jesus Christ, the MRT is such a fantastic value. I can go 15, 20 stops and it costs me like no more than 25 baht. Whereas if you're taking the SkyTrain, I think I paid 69 baht the other day because I was going so far. It's a long way. You know, how many stops average daily? I don't take it every day. I would say I probably take the SkyTrain 3 or 4 times a week. And, you know, sometimes I'm just going down like 3 stops. There's a coffee shop, it's like 2 stops. There's another one that's, I think it's the same, it's 2 stops. So maybe I'll take it and it's like 2 stops. Or maybe I'll go all the way to Lot Pro, I'll take an MRT. Yesterday, Alex had to go to the dentist. And usually I go with him. But I'm like, hey, listen, I'll put the money in your bank so you can pay. And you don't need me there. I'm not going to be sitting in the room with you. You're not a little kid. I don't need to hold your hand. You can do it. It's no problem. He's like, yeah, okay, no problem. So he takes the SkyTrain down to the MRT. And then he takes the MRT like, I think 2 or 3 stops. He gets out and he walks for like 5-10 minutes and he gets to the dentist. And that cost 39 baht plus 39 baht plus like 17 baht, something like that. So it costs them like, 50, 60 baht to go there. So it's pretty good. All right, I want to hurry up and get out of here. I feel like walking. Anyway, do me a favor, smash the like button, hit that like button, subscribe, look in the description, do everything that, you know, if you watch YouTube, you're supposed to do, if you remember. I'm looking at this over here. It's fantastic to make someone happy with something as simple as a cup of coffee. And usually in the morning, when I wake up and I got camel shit breath and I feel like I'm not awake, but I'm awake, I make myself a nice cup of coffee. I just sit there in a stupor and I down my espresso, and then usually after that I feel pretty good. That's all it takes. A little cup of coffee, a little cup of caffeine. And this guy's getting what I got. Citrus. Or a girl, she's getting it. So I think we're gonna walk down this road out here. I think it's Payatai, or maybe it's Ratchatawi, I don't know. Place is jam-packed now. I mean, all the seats are full. So there's about half a dozen people in line over there. Then behind me, There's people. Very busy place. You know, what gets me is that this place is super busy and there's a lot of people here. And while I think it's a good place, it's definitely a good coffee shop. There are other coffee shops that are better and they don't get nearly as many people. Anyway, there we go. I have to prepare myself to go. A little bit left. Get ready to get out of here. Provides a different kind of loneliness. You know when I get the most lonely is when I'm at home and nobody is at home. That's when I get lonely. Alex is at work. Nicholas is at school, staying in his apartment. My wife flew to Surat yesterday, and she'll come back tonight or this afternoon. So by the time I get home, nobody's there. I go into the house and it's like it's peaceful. The only little living thing there is Sid, and Sid is lonely too because he misses my wife, he misses the kids. And so it's just me there, and of course he'll sit there and meow until I give him some food, and then I gotta sit with him and pet him, and you know, that's about as lonely as I get. If I'm in the mall, it's so much noise and things going on, I'm not lonely. If I'm walking around out here, I'm not really lonely. I mean, look at this. They got all the things on the counter. They're, you know, these are like takeaway orders, Grab, Food Panda, whatever. Oh yeah, those are Grab orders. Anyway, we're just about out of here. Yeah, they're doing good business here. I'd like to know how much the overhead is here. That's what I'd like to know. Is it 200,000? They make them pay 200K here, 300K, or is it only 100,000? You know, because I mean they do have. Let's see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. They have 9 or 10 people. 10 people working here. So they've got a staff of 10. If they're all making 10, 15,000 a pop, you know. Any thoughts of getting a small dog? No. No more animals for me. That's it. You know, our last dog passed away, and we watched him pass away in front of us, which was very difficult. It was hard. He was a good dog, and it sucked to see him go that way. And now we have Sid, And, you know, Sid's a little more of a pain in the ass than the dogs are. But when he's not a pain in the ass, he's a very sweet little cat, and he's very nice. And, you know, I enjoy his company. But he's not my cat. He's my wife's cat. He's my son's cat. They are the ones who basically need to take care of him. I mean, you can have whatever dog you want in Bangkok. I mean, as long as it's not, you know, big and shaggy and it's going to be way too hot. But I would say I just don't want another dog because I don't want to have to take care of it. I don't want to have to worry about, oh, I'm going to go on a trip for 3 weeks. Oh, who's going to take care of the dog? Oh, we have to put him in the kennel. I don't want to have to do that. And I don't want to have to worry about him dying. I don't want to have to worry about, you know, the little guy got out and got hit by a car. I don't want to worry about that stuff. You know, so it's more, I've had dogs in my life, and it's more the fear of loss than anything else. That's pretty much what it is. I don't want to lose out. I don't want to have to worry about, you know, I just don't want to have to worry about them. It's like having a little kid. That's exactly what it's like. It's like having a little kid. All right, let's get out of here. I think it's time to go, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, how much did I spend? 150 and 350, 500 baht. Ah! Oh, man. Okay. See, so if I want, I can get onto the SkyTrain right here, but we're not going up there. And you see, really, they've closed out most of this. The only people who can go down there are the people who go into the building down there, and that's it. Well, I mean, this is about as convenient as you can get, and I could not remember how to get here. I had to look it up. I couldn't remember. I was like, which exit is it? Which one do I go? So, but you can take the BTS to Phaya Thai, or you can take the airport link to Phaya Thai. And from my house, it's easier just to take the airport link. Although, the problem with taking the airport link from the yellow line is that you take the yellow line, you get off of the yellow line, and then what you have to do is you have to walk, and it probably takes about 10-15 minutes to get to where you need to go, to the platform for the airport link. You know, it's not like you just walk and boom, there's the platform right there. No, that's not how it is. All right, so let's see here. Let's take a look here. Look at this. Now we come out and it's madness. Absolute madness. This is big city right here. And you can see the light is red over there, far away. And then it's all motorcycles, and behind them is cars. What is this jackass doing? He's sitting on the middle of the, look at this. Also that he can get me to go in is, look at this, and the lady's got her, she's got her cart over there in the middle of the tracks. All right, so let's get out of here. I think there's another coffee shop just up ahead here on the left-hand side. Yeah, it's called Sukon. I don't really need another coffee though. Yeah, this is a coffee shop. You see? Sukon, oh, sorry. But this is a hotel, and they have a coffee shop right in the front of the hotel. Yoga studio, oh, M-O-O-V. Wow. So now we go on a little leisurely stroll. Concrete jungle, yes, it is. Which is what I don't like. That and the pollution and the traffic, I don't really like. This is a hostel right here. The Sleep Lab Hostel. Look at this. Mixed dorm, $390. Female dorm, $450. Shower, 70 baht. Oh, coffee. Again, more coffee. This is what, Mixu? Mixu, you get a ice cream cone for 15 baht, which isn't bad. Check this out. There's nothing there. It's just an empty building sitting there. Hayatai Plaza. Excuse me, is there anywhere I can get a coffee? Sorry, sir, cannot help you. Yeah, I know. It's like every 10 feet there's a coffee. Pork. Lots of pork. Boy, they really pushed the Wagyu here. There's a coffee shop right in here. Is this it? Is this the coffee shop? It's a restaurant. Oh, imagine this. Coffee shop. Makawa. Co-working space, training center, and cafe, and coffee shop. I don't ever take cream with my coffee. Never, ever, ever. It's nice to take a little stroll, you know. I don't usually do this all that often, but it's nice. Nail house. Restaurant. Salad. Another coffee shop. Cafe Anand. Espresso 50 to 60 baht. So it's Thai coffee for sure. Whether it's good Thai coffee or not, I don't know, but I don't want another coffee since I've already had 4 coffees today. I had 2 double espressos. I had the Moscow. And I had the white citrus. Ratchatawi. Coffee shops everywhere. You know, I'm really over people sitting there in the same spot every single day. If I go to the market, there's the same 4 people sitting there every single day with their hand out. And, you know, I don't fault them for not having work, for needing money or anything like that. But it's just like, Jesus Christ. It's like, dude, take a day off. I know you need the money, but like, you're sitting there every single day in the same spot. It's like, doesn't people say, hey, maybe you should try to find a job? And the thing is the people I see, most of them, they can work, especially down by Sukhumvit. They got one guy that sits there at Sukhumvit, and I've seen him there for like 10 years. The guy's been sitting there. I'm like, you've been sitting here for 10 years. This is obviously your job, you know. Just crazy, you know. You help a brother out, I understand that. And you know, the thing is that the one guy, there's another guy that's been there probably close to 10 years, maybe 8. He's always in a very nicely pressed shirt. His pants are pressed. He's always very clean. And I'm like, he's sitting there. He's super clean. It's not like he's dirty and he's in a bad way. Just makes you wonder, you know? Which way am I gonna go? I have no idea where I want to go. What's down to the left? Oh, here's another, the cafe. The Quarter Cafe. Co-working hostel cafe. Looks like a nice little coffee shop. Be with someone who knows your coffee order. Plant Workshop Cafe. They got coffee in there. Unbelievable. Hey man, it's just like the weed shops. Just like I said, 7-Elevens, weed shops, coffee shops. You got plenty of them. I don't know if I want to keep going forward here. Is this another one? Yeah, this is another one. Look at this. Another one. Another coffee shop in there. Unbelievable. So many coffee shops. And I'll be honest, the reason that you can go to a bunch of different coffee shops and, you know, the flavor, sometimes you get the flavor and it's not very good at all, and you can tell. But sometimes it's just average, right? The difference between average and great is relatively small, but the difference between good and great is your perception, and sometimes there's just a really small difference that you can tell. The difference, though, is the environment, the service you get, the value you get. Those are the differences between coffee shops. It's not the flavor. Generally, you're not going to go to a place and go, oh my God, this place is fantastic, and the other place is shit. It's generally not that widespread. Wow, here we are, Ratchatawi. Now we're on Petchbury Road, Petchbury, Soy 9, Ratchatawi. And there is no SkyTrain or anything over here, which is why I don't know if I want to keep walking. I mean, we are in, this is the midst of it right here. Guess what's right here? 7-Eleven. Yeah, you know what? I don't think I want to walk down here. I think I'm going to go back and I'm going to go across the street and go back on the other side, because look at this. Cafe Amazon, another coffee shop. Imagine that. How many coffee shops are there in a square block? 50? That's the thing is, you know, the competition is so stiff now. I wonder how much somebody, for what I saw was, in order for a coffee shop to make money, generally it needs to be, to make serious money, it needs to be a chain. Because a chain, each branch makes, let's say it makes 100,000. Alone, 100,000 is not that much. But if you got 20 places, now you're starting to talk some real money. What does this say? Klong nearby. Not that I know of. I think it's down farther, but it's a fair bit. I can't walk there. I'd have to keep walking. Oh, look at that. Up and down they go. You know, that's the thing. If you're out, let's say you're in Krabi. You're in Krabi, everything is one story. You've got a nice little bungalow. You've got some coffee shops. You got a little bar. You got a restaurant. And that's it. If you're here, generally, there's always construction. There goes the SkyTrain, which is what I want to go to. There's always construction. There's always things being built. You're not going to get away from it. And that's the thing. It is a concrete jungle here. Total number of coffee shops in Bangkok is 1998, 1398, 1390. I would think there's more than that. Honestly, I would think there's more than 1,400 coffee shops. I mean, I guess that sounds about right, but really, I think it's probably, I think it's probably more like 5,000. I thought it was like 5,000, honestly. So now what? I gotta walk across here. Did they have an opening here? Yes. Okay, good deal. Green light. Driving on the sidewalk. Look at this. When you're on the back of a bike and you need to get somewhere, it's nice. But when you're the guy walking on the sidewalk, look at this. So I could go up here and go to Ratchatawi, just ride right up here, but I'm going to keep walking. So many Burmese now. I mean, there's Burmese everywhere. Everywhere you go in Bangkok, you're gonna run into Burmese. So many more than before, and it's because of what's going on in Myanmar right now. I don't know why Nanda can't get over here. I have no idea what the problem is, but there's a lot of Burmese here now. Here we go. B-Story Cafe. Closed. They're closed. Why are they closed? Whew. Chilling house. Cocoa Walk, very nice. A nice little area. Oh yeah, here it is, Asia Hotel. There was a time when this was a very, very popular hotel, and the coffee shop at the Asia Hotel was extremely popular. Now, Here we go. Right here. The Rock Pub. Right here. I hate those street posts. Forever shining myself or nutting myself. Nutting yourself? Look at this. The bank music. I like this here. I like this building. Hollywood Street. Anyway, let's see what's over here. Coffee and brunch stock room. Get into the side here? I don't know. I have to tell Alex about this place. The Rock Pub. All right. Another sky train. We're not gonna go up. I'm not gonna walk that way. I don't know, I could. What is this? This is a coffee shop. Another coffee shop. Unbelievable. Yet another coffee shop. How many coffee shops are there here? It's got to be more than 1,400. Seriously, has to be more than 1,400. I see 400 in like a 1 mile square, a 1 kilometer square. Whew. What is this here? Check this out. Yeah, I'm not taking, I know it's down farther. I'm not taking it though. I don't want to take it. At least I don't think so. I could take, it's right up here. Probably take it if I want, but I didn't want to. I wanted to take the SkyTrain simply because it's air conditioned and it's more comfortable. Tell you what I could do. I could take a piss over here. I really need to take a piss. Oh, God. So this is the sand sap. I mean, that's the thing. But you know what? If I walk and go to the SkyTrain, then I gotta go to SkyTrain to the City Link or SkyTrain to the MRT, then to the SkyTrain again, and it's probably better just to take the boat, even though I don't really want to. What the fuck, man? I was like, what is that? Well, I won't be taking the boat here because, oh man, there's nowhere to take the boat here. However, I will take a piss here. Give me a second. yeah. That's how we do it right there. Whew. I do like that about Thailand. You gotta take a leak, you find a place behind a tree. Dickhead. Jesus Christ. Find a place behind a tree and you go. Just like that. Shit. It's right over here. Okay. Right there. Whew. Oh well. We'll take the boat. Why not? Oh yeah. There it goes. Whew. Talk about hot. Look at this. Sweaty. Oh God. Here we go. I love it. I'm already sweating. I'm already drenched. Look at this. So what's a little more sweat on the boat? Here comes the boat now. Perfect. Laugh if someone says Mr. Hot Bot Nakrap. I wanted the AC, but hey, what are you gonna do? Unless I felt like walking back or taking the long way, I might as well just jump on the boat here. guys. Nobody. I love it. Because it's what, 10:30? Oh yeah, this is marvelous here. 10:30, and we're on our way back. I'll be there by, I'd say 10 to 11. I'm wondering where our friend Two Quarters Korean is. If he doesn't have internet, or if he's just been really busy lately, which I don't know why he would be, but he told me he only had a certain amount of internet, so I don't know. Wondering where he is. If he's swearing off YouTube for a while, I don't know. Anyway, let's just come over here. Let's just take a look. Get a little bit of air. That's it. 20 baht. Easy baht. Kaunan. Only 20 baht. Boy, lots of waves here. Right now, I mean, it's really, you got 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 5 people, including myself. Then there's the boatman here, and then there's the guy driving the boat. Well, now they're getting off, so there's only 4 people, and let's see how many get on. Shit, I gotta get off here and change. I forgot I have to do this here. Driver's just finished half a bottle of Mekong. Screaming along, baby. Well, now I have to wait for the other boat. Well, I don't have to wait. Just get on the boat over here. That's what it's all about. Oh, yeah. 20 baht, including the transfer. Which is pretty good. Now, you know, now that I'm on the boat, I'm happy I'm on the boat because the boat goes right to the mall. Whereas if I'd taken the SkyTrain, it would have been air conditioned. I could have, well, I'm sitting down now, but I could have sat down on the SkyTrain. I could have relaxed in the air conditioning. But then I would have had to take the MRT or the airport link. Then I would have had to get onto another train. So it would have been like 3 trains. So, yeah, the boat's more fun. I mean, you know, I'm already, look at me. Look how drenched I am. Even my arms are soaking. Oh, good morning, Mr. Dowlow. So happy you're here. How are you today? How are you and yours? Hey, Mr. Dowlow. Where's Johnny Siam at? Haven't seen him in a long time. Haven't heard from him in a long time. Okay, we're ready to go. Let's go. We are off to visit Coconut Girl. Coconut Girl's long gone, my friends. Coconut Girl, Pork Stall Girl. Now I have another girl, Fruit Girl. She's where I get my fruit from at the market. She's very cute. She's, I don't know, I would say she's about, she might be 30. But she's kind of cute. And she's Burmese. Hatfa visiting family. Good deal. What? Anyway, she is the fruit girl. She sells bananas, papaya, pineapple, coconut. I don't even remember what else she sells. I can't even see it, to be honest. It's not that clear. My eyes are that bad now. But every once in a while I'll go down there to the market and I'll buy some eggs because the eggs are cheaper there and they're bigger. I'll get myself, 10, 20 eggs and I'll stop and get fruit. She told me, she said, I'm really tired of doing this. I don't like coming here, sitting here all day long selling fruit. She's like, I want to do something else. But she does sell good banana. We always get bananas from her, watermelon. I don't buy too many papaya. Yeah, she's kind of cute, nice girl, very nice. I know enough Burmese to get by. I know enough to strike up a conversation. That's about it. I haven't been there in years now, since before COVID. And I don't really want to go back. No, there's 2 electric boats. There's the one, is it 2 or 3? Let me think here. There's the one that goes on the Sansap down to Midbury. There's the one on Klong, whatever it is. And I think there's another one, and I'm trying to think of where it is. There's 2 or 3 electric boats. I think it was 3. And that's enough. I mean, I wish they would change it over, but I just don't see it happening. And quite honestly, I wonder what the difference is with the, with the electric boats versus the gas. I mean, the diesel is terrible, but, with the electric, there's a lot of things that they need with those that you don't take into consideration. Ayutthaya, yeah, I've been there 20 times. Which is why the last time I went and I met somebody there. Well, I didn't want to meet him, but he was like, "Oh, I'm here now. Will you meet me?" I was like, "Okay." And I had a little room, and I went there, and it was all right. I don't want to sound negative, but you know, after you go to a place like 20 times, it gets a bit boring, you know. So that's the thing. I'm swearing off of places in Southeast Asia, and I'm gonna go to Europe, but also if I go somewhere alone, it'll be to Africa. I need to get it together, just go for a week, 10 days to someplace in Africa, you know. So that's on the agenda. But in a couple of days, we'll get our tickets to Europe. So I'm looking forward to that. No more Southeast Asia. Get out of Asia. Which is fine with me. Light, sorry, I am full, but it looks nice. Huh? Oh, but it looks nice. No rat for me. Scotty don't eat rat. Scotty eats rat when there's nothing else to eat and he's starving, which that doesn't happen, so he's not eating rat. I don't feel the need to try it. I know it's field rat. It's not the same as a rat like in the city. Noisy. For you, Mr. Cowlow. No rent for you. Yet another stop. Wireless road. Dog running. Watch him run off the end. Welcome to the CASHAPP boat tour. Your driver has a blood alcohol content of 1.8. So if the boat doesn't go straight, you'll know why. Oh, we're at Nana right now. Waiting for the boat to leave the pier. Monash, thank you very much. You are the first, the only, my everything. Thank you very much, Mr. Monash. That's Nana. So if you want to get off to go to Nana Plaza or one of the tailors over there or Burger King or wherever, that's where you get off. Nana Nua. Talking of rats, one of my hotels here, I had rats outside of my window between the buildings. Got them on video. Rats are just nasty, man. Really. They're so nasty. And, you know, here in Thailand, there are rats. I mean, I'm walking through the market. I see, you know, 2 or 3, 5 rats sometimes. And I'm just like, oh, Jesus Christ. And, you know, there's more than you know about. That's the problem. There's literally hundreds of thousands of rats and cockroaches that you don't know about, that you don't see. Andy, I'm living vicariously through you, since I really don't want to go to India. Nana Chat. And now I'm starting to cool down a little bit because of the air, so air conditioned or not, it's quite nice. India and China off my bucket list. Too old, I require pampering. Yeah, I've already been to China twice. Once was 2008 for the Olympics. I covered the Olympics. That was very nice, and I had a grand time. And the Chinese girls, the little college students, took very good care of me. The next time I went was for a fight in which our guy really beat the piss out of the Chinese guy, and then we got a draw. But what I remember about that trip is the driver. We had a driver. We had all the nice food that we could eat. Really good food. They put us up nice. But we had a driver, and that driver was going down the mountain, and all he did was beat the horn the whole time we're going down the mountain. And then all of a sudden he comes sliding to a halt, and he goes, toilet, toilet. And he goes in, and you know, I thought, oh, I better go too. I go in, and he's in there taking a dump. There's no doors, there's nothing, and all I see is his ass with a little something coming out of it. Which was quite nasty. I'll never forget that. And he's like, oh, come inside, come inside. And I was like, oh. Won't be long. Won't be long, and we'll be on the road. And I'm actually looking forward to Greece, to see the ruins and to get into some places that some people don't go. I know of a place that not many foreigners go to, and Albania, not many foreigners go there, and I'm looking forward to that. And then, you know, doing the romantic Paris thing with the wife for a couple of days, just to start the trip off the right way. That'll be nice. I took the boat was packed. I couldn't get a seat. It was like you're standing up and you can barely breathe because there's people everywhere. Is this Ital Thai? Yes, this is Ital Thai. This is the Italian Thai building. Very nice. Well, that's what we plan on doing, Dowlow. We plan on eating and drinking coffee and sitting in the cafes and, you know, just for a couple days, 3-4 days. Then we'll go to Greece, maybe 10 days. Then we'll go to Albania for like 5 days. After that, I don't know, but could be anywhere. We have 2 boats. There's one right here. And then there's one right here. And they basically go around picking up trash. Everything myself. Never use a travel agent. I almost never do that. You know, I mean, I've already looked at flights to Paris, and you can get a flight to Paris on like China Airways or something. It's like 22,000 baht. But you're gonna have to stop in Shanghai. There's an overnight. It's a pain in the ass. And I don't want to fly anything China. I just am sick of China. So then you can take Vietnam and Air France. And depending on when you go, you can either get a flight where you go into Saigon and then you sleep there for 12, you're there for 12 hours. There's a 12-hour layover. So you basically got to go in, get yourself a hotel, spend the night, and then you go and you fly Air France to France. But if you time it right, you get the right flight, you can take Vietnam Air, go to Saigon, you have like a 2-hour layover, and then boom, you get onto Air France and you go straight to France, which is kind of what I want to do. And it's a little more expensive. It's about anywhere from 25 to 30,000. But I don't want to go to China. I don't want to spend the night. I don't want to do all that because it's just a big headache. You know, I'd rather pay a little bit more money and have less headaches than, you know, I think that's pretty much what everybody wants to do now. You pay an extra 3, 4,000, maybe 5,000 baht, but you have far less headaches. I believe for 30,000 you can fly air. What is it? Swiss Air, and it goes direct. It goes to Zurich and then goes to Paris. Anyway, oh, here comes the boat. Anyway, I want to thank you guys for joining me. They say dealing or booking directly with the airline gives you flexibility if you need to change the ticket. Yeah, I mean, you know, that's true. I don't usually go through the airline's website, but if I go and I get something through, you know, whatever it is, Kayak, Booking.com, whatever it is, you can get a good deal and you have flexibility. But I don't ever use travel agents anymore. In fact, somebody, it was Cyrus, asked me yesterday about travel agents, and I think that physical travel agents are starting to die out. There's not as many of them available. And the ones that are, they mainly are doing business online. You know, and usually if you're gonna use a travel agent, it's like a tour. Like you're gonna go to, say, Nepal, and they've got, you know, a 10-day tour set up for you, and you do everything through them. Here we are at Nancy Massage. This place with all the air conditioners. Is it still called Nancy? Let me see, I forget. Oh, they took the sign down? Took the sign down. All right, Tongor. Anyway, thank you very much for joining me. I appreciate it. And here is the city link. You can catch it from this exit. Anyway, I really appreciate everybody joining me. It was a fun stream. Hopefully I'll have another one on Friday. We'll see. But do me a favor, smash the like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell, look down in the description on all the ways you can help, and that's about it. So until next time, I am Scott. I'm an American in Bangkok on the CASHAPP Canal boat taxi.